This video, a relatively short one, takes us from Heritage Harbor in Ottawa, Illinois, down through Henry Harbor Marina in Henry, Illinois, and ending in Peoria, where we stayed at the Illinois Valley Yacht Club, or Ivy, as it's often referred to by fellow loopers. We have one lock on this 2-day run. The Starved Rock lock is relatively close to our starting point at Heritage Harbor, and as happens often, a captain's meeting is held the day before departure, where a group of loopers generally arrange to travel together down to the lock for locking through. This is certainly appreciated by the lockmasters and generally gives you a better chance of locking through quickly. After arriving at the lock, we found that they were behind with the estimates of timing that they had provided us, so we tied off to what's called a mooring cell to await a double barge that would be upbound before we could head downbound. Have a look. So we had a briefing last night at Heritage Marina, and they told us about what to expect for tows on the Mississippi, and apparently these guys are just cute compared to the ones that are on the Mississippi. This one looks like it's a 4 long and 2 wide, and on the Mississippi they can be 5 wide by 6 long. Much bigger, and of course the boats required to push them would be significantly more. We are tied up at a mooring cell that is just in front of the lock. We're at the Starved Rock lock, and we are here with a total of 8 boats, including ourselves, waiting to get into the lock. But it's pretty nice. We've got our engines off, we're tied off to a pier boat, and we are sitting on our lawn chairs, sipping tea and coffee and watching the traffic. Heritage Harbor to Henry was a 43.2 mile trip, and we departed at 6:42 a.m. with a group of 10 other loopers, arriving at Henry Harbor Marina at 1:33 p.m. The Abraham Lincoln Memorial Bridge is a bridge that crosses the river between LaSalle and Oglesby at river mile 225.8. It is named after Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the United States. It is the longest bridge in Illinois. While at Heritage Harbor, make sure that you attend Jeremy's talk, which is an in-depth look at what you can expect between Ottawa, Illinois, and Paducah, Kentucky. It's well attended and a very good briefing.
I think this is our biggest one so far. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's triple 5. So it's 5 by 3. And we were actually passing it on a bend. It's crazy. We saw a boat kind of cut around on the tube and come up behind them, and then they just spun 180 in the prop wash.
Upon arrival to Henry Harbor, we topped off with diesel fuel. The area you tie off to is a bit unusual, but it's not terrible. It's an old lock wall that you are entering, and you are tying off to rebar in many cases. As this is a heritage site, I believe the marina is not allowed to modify or improve the area. We found it to be completely fine though, and we even got to hook up to power. It was certainly an interesting place to stay. After a nice sleep-in, we departed Henry Harbor the next morning at 8:25 a.m. traveling just 27.2 miles to Peoria, Illinois, where we stayed at the Illinois Valley Yacht Club.
Getting the prop wash here. Takes up a pretty good weight. And it kind of leaves the water kind of boiling underneath.
Ivy was a great place to have parcels shipped to in advance of our arrival, and we had a few packages shipped, one of which was a new circuit board for our dash panel, which would stop an annoying alarm from going off every 75 seconds. So we were extremely happy to receive those packages.